Now this quick video is just going to show you how we can have some fun with drawing the drawing features in here. So if you haven't watched the video I've already done on drawing squares and triangles, you'll want to maybe go back and watch that because it's going to highlight some of the things that I've already done here, particularly making sure that your pens are active. So you got to add that extension and choosing the pen so that you can use these commands. And also understanding these steps. Now, the basic idea of this square thing, if you've watched the video, then you'll understand this. If not, the quick understanding is saying, I'm going to move the scratch 100 steps, turn 90 degrees, and then I've put this inside a loop because I don't want to have to say move, turn, move, turn, move, turn, and move, turn 4 times. I've done this little loop here, so it'll do it 4 times for me and then lift the pen up. So let's actually watch and see what the program does. So you see it draws, turns, draws, turns, draws, turns, and then we're back to the beginning. Okay, this stuff at the top here is just some things to tidy it up. So erase all and then come back to 0, 0. So if you end up messing around and you have the sprite ending up on your screen and twist it around, it's always a great strategy to put the motion, bring him back to 0, 0. There's like a Cartesian plane here, so 0, 0 is in the middle, and 90 degrees is the direction that they've decided to have him pointing this way. Okay, so that will erase the screen, put them in the right direction, and redo the program. So that's the draw square program. What I want you to do is make a copy of this. So you're going to go File, Save as a Copy, and change this, and we're going to do Draw Fun. Okay, so we've made a new copy of this program because we're going to edit this and have some fun. So here are the 2 little things that you can quickly do to edit to get a really interesting design. So the first thing I'm going to do is, instead of turn 90 degrees, I'm going to turn 91 degrees. So it's not going to be perfectly square. So I wonder what that will do. And I'm going to repeat it more than 4 times. I'm going to repeat it 100 times. Now, if I just left it as this, it would take a long time because it would do this 100 times and wait 1 second. So we'd have to wait 100 seconds. So I'm just going to change this to 0.1 seconds just to speed everything up. So I wonder what shape this will do. So I'll make this nice and large so you can see it and run the program. And because I've told it to go 91 degrees, he's just a little bit off and he's drawing all these square-like shapes to get this spiral graph type of picture. And you can get some pretty neat pictures as we go along. And very easily you can change what you're doing, maybe change this to like 130 degrees and see what it does. So now it's like kind of drawing some triangles to get a cool picture. All right, so you can mess around with this. You can change the size. You can do whatever you want to have some fun and be creative. You can change the size of it. So I'm going to say I'm going to move 120 steps, a little bit bigger. I'm going to go 200. I know 200 does something interesting. Because it's 200 degrees, it looks like it's coming back on itself. So there's a cool, interesting question that you can think about why it's coming back on itself. So all sorts of fun stuff that you can do to do just very quickly and easily make some neat pictures. One other thing I'll show you just to add some fun to this is go back to the pen menu and choose this one. It's called Change Pen Color by 10. So I'm going to drag that out and I'm going to put it in the middle of my loop. So I'll just make this smaller so that you can see the entire thing. So every color has a number, and so you can mess around and look online to see what the different colors are and where your favorite color number is. But what this is going to do is change it by 10. So it's going to go to a different color and draw the next line in a different color. So let's go back to let's do the 100 steps, and I'll go back to the 91 just so we can see what it does. I'll make it bigger. We can see now that every time it draws a line, it changes it and chooses a different color on the spectrum, and you can get some pretty neat pictures out there. So there's lots of stuff that you can do to play around to get some neat pictures, change the size. You can also grab some other stuff here. You can change the pen size, make it bigger or smaller, add it into a loop. You can have stuff going here. You could move it going all over the place, and you can get some pretty neat pictures. So I'm going to encourage you, whatever you go off and play around with, and if you get a cool picture, save it as Draw Fun and share it with me in Google Classroom. And you can show me your favorite picture that you've drawn using this coding. So have some fun.